Again, we're in my kitchen. Just got out of work and I'm gonna make us dinner. And you know, we're trying to think about what to call this segment. And I remembered a long time ago, I had a blog like years ago. And I used to do these segments called CSA Cooking on my blog, where I take our CSA box and I try and figure out meals to make. And then I realized, hey, maybe I should just do CSA Cooking, but as a video or episode. So here we are. This is our first one. And CSA, for people who aren't familiar, is community supported agriculture. You basically support a farm ahead of time and you receive your shares weekly or every other week. So it's basically whatever the farm is harvested for that week is what you would get. So we don't have a CSA at the moment. I'd like to do this. My old store did this for 10 years, but I'd like to bring it back, but instead we're gonna do something a little bit different. So for this week, we have some extra kale and cauliflower. This is from our Baja boxes. You can get these online. They're like little pantry supply boxes that we make for people. And the missing ingredient this week was some cauliflower and kale. I included a recipe in our Baja boxes, but we do have some extras, so I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm just gonna bring it home. And then I got at the farmer's market some apples. And so I think what I'm gonna do is an old recipe of, oh, that reminds me, we have so much fennel. You're gonna see our garden in a second, but we're gonna do a fennel and apple salad with some onions, and then we're gonna do a whole roasted whole roasted cauliflower. And I think that's gonna be it. I just found some farro, which I'm gonna start cooking. You use a 1-to-3 ratio. I'm just gonna pour this in here and get that started. And then we're gonna go out and pick some fennel. So here's our garden. We'll talk about this more some other time, but as you can see, there's a ton of fennel. And we did not even plant all of this. It's just been, look at this. Over here, we've got some random plants, not even in the raised beds. But anyways, I see a couple nice fennel pieces in here. Just grab them out. One, look at all that chamomile. We're gonna be talking about that in a little bit. Might as well grab this one in here. We're gonna have to do a couple recipes on fennel because this is kind of ridiculous. We'll have to dig up that root later. Okay. And then if you look over here, here's our nasturtium. Again, we're gonna be talking about that soon too with a couple recipes. And watch it, I got my knife. Let's go back in the house. Okay, so first thing we wanna do is we're gonna get the cauliflower ready. First, I'm gonna salt my water a little bit, kind of like I'm making pasta. I've already washed my cauliflower. I'm just going to trim the bottom. I don't want to trim it all the way, but I just want to make it flat because at one point it's going to have to stand up like this in a pan. There we go. Let's see. And I'm just going to let it soak in the hot water for, I don't know, a couple minutes. Oops, it looks like I need to put more water in there. Uh-oh. So in the meantime, we're just going to make a little, I don't know, topping for it to marinate, to give it a little bit of flavor. We're just going to use some olive oil, of course. I use Sika Hills, that's what we sell, and I like it a lot. It's Native American olive oil, so I'm just gonna put some in there. And then, I don't know, which one should I use, orange or lemon for this? One's gonna be used for the salad, one's gonna be used for the cauliflower. Go. Which one?
Lemon for the cauliflower.
Okay. See, there's no hard rules for this. Turmeric. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of...
How much when you say a little bit?
I would say like half a teaspoon. All of it's gonna be half teaspoon. A little bit of salt. Ooh, I just found this really cool red salt that we got from our honeymoon. Let's just use that. It's so pretty. Oh, and it's got a little spoon too. I forgot about this. See, staying at home makes you remember so many things that you forgot that you had. Some salts, pepper. And then, I don't know, we're really big on cumin here. I love cumin. Get some of this off.
What are you making?
I don't know, just like a little seasoning for the top of the cauliflower. And you don't have to do all this stuff. I mean, maybe you just want lime juice and olive oil. I mean, that's delicious in itself. Maybe you want lemon juice and olive oil, or maybe balsamic vinegar and olive oil. I mean, If the cauliflower is good and fresh, that's really all you need. I'm just trying to experiment. I have all this stuff here in front of me, so why not try it? Okay, just gonna give it a little taste. My hands are clean, I just washed my hands. A little bit more lemon juice. I like tart stuff, so I'm gonna go with more lemon juice. I might sprinkle some salts on top of the cauliflower, but I think it's good for right now. Oh, and I shouldn't have my knife like that. It's kind of dangerous. See what happens when you're relaxing at home. Okay. So our cauliflower is just cooked for just a little bit. Basically, I made my mix, and it's been like 5-7 minutes. And I'm gonna try, without burning myself, I'm gonna try and put this on a pot. Oh man, I forgot to turn on the oven. Oops, gotta do that. Turning on the oven to 400. Okay, cross your fingers, can I? Ooh. This is really pretty though, these leaves got really green. I'm gonna take the cauliflower and place it in the pan. Perfect. So now my cauliflower is ready to be seasoned. I'm gonna take this little sauce that I made. Again, it can just be olive oil and vinegar. It doesn't really have to be anything much. And look, I didn't even take out the seeds because, you know, whatever, who cares? It's just us. Just gonna pour the whole thing on top. There we go. Maybe we can add some Parmesan cheese after. Who knows? And I'm gonna throw this in our oven. Oh shoot, I forgot. These are the low-plot seeds. I'm so glad we used the oven today. Okay. And we're just gonna put oh dear. Obviously there wasn't a lot of pre-planning involved in this episode. There we go. Okay. Let's put this in here. Now we've got room. It's not a big oven, but it's really cute, right? So the cauliflower needs to roast at 400 for about 25 to 35 minutes. Just depends on the size of the cauliflower. I'm gonna check on it starting in 20 minutes. The next thing I'm gonna do is make my salad, which I tried to look for one of my old recipes and I couldn't find it, but I know that it was fennel, apple, onion, and apple cider vinegar and olive oil. So it's stuff really, really simple. You can't go wrong. This is a really light and refreshing salad to make, and it uses up all of that fennel. And as you can see, we have a bunch. So again, these are farmers market apples that I'm cutting up. So I cut up about 2 apples. It's just 2 of us. I'm just eating for tonight. The next thing I'm doing is I'm cutting up 2 green onions. So now I've taken that big old fennel, I've cut off the tops because I really just want to concentrate on this bulb part right here. And then I took off the little bottom part. And now I'm just going to cut this very thinly to add to my salad. Okay, so now we have this leftover kale again from the Baja boxes, and it's starting to get kind of soft. So I've seen some fennel salads that use arugula and stuff. Whatever. I want to use this. I don't want to waste it. I love kale. It's really good for you. So I'm just going to slice it very thin, and we're going to add it to our salad. Maybe you have romaine lettuce at home. Maybe you have butter lettuce. Maybe you have arugula. You just add whatever you want. Maybe you don't have any greens at all. Don't add greens. It's fine. I might have to get a bigger bowl though, because this bowl has officially become too small for this project. Okay, so I've shredded my kale, and now I've seen that my bowl is a little bit too small for everything. So I'm just going to transfer everything to a bigger bowl. I'm just going to do 1/3 cup apple cider vinegar, olive oil, 1/3 cup, and then we're going to use the citrus. I'm telling you, this is like the easiest thing ever. I'm not putting a lot of work into this. This is an orange that a customer picked for the backyard for me. Just gonna squirt that all over the top of this. I might get the seeds out for this because it's gonna be a little bit harder to get out. I'm getting some salt and pepper. I added like maybe half a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of salt. And guess what? If you want more, add more. But first, you know, just start off with this amount. Mix it into your fennel salad, toss, and then taste. And if you want more, add some more. I'm not gonna add all the dressing. I'm just adding half of the dressing, just in case it's too much. You know what? I think I need an even bigger bowl. Christ.
How much do you mix?
I only used like half the dressing to start off with because you can always add more if you need more. But once you put too much in, you can't take it out. So I always start small, taste, add seasoning if you want. I think I need a little bit of salt. At least for me, it needs salt. I added just a little bit more salt. What do you think, Gustavo?
Delicious.
Okay, yeah, it's really simple. And I think the acid in the orange juice and in the vinegar help to keep the apples from browning. So I'm not gonna use the rest of this dressing. I'll probably use it for another salad later on. I'll just put it in the fridge. And so now that's done. So I'm just gonna do a quick check on the cauliflower, and look, it's starting to get brown. Ooh. So our cauliflower is done. As you can see, I'm probably gonna need a towel. And I took our farro out. You don't have to use farro. I just used farro because that's what we had here. Maybe it's beans, maybe it's brown rice, maybe it's quinoa, maybe it's, I don't know, something else. Maybe it's a meat, you know. This is just something that we had and I wanted to use it. Anyways, here's our cauliflower. Super sizzling. Might add another hit of lime juice. That's what we used in this, right? Or is it orange? Okay, good. Some lemon juice. And I'll leave one here just in case you want to add some more. And that's it. Super easy. It's using like just the extras that we have.
Timer. Right on time.
Oh, really? Yeah, that is right on time, huh?